this is no longer working for me. All the stuff that you guys are seeing here, when we moved from the old house, we literally brought it over and just dumped it here. It's all like single car garage size, tiny little things. And there's always a mess in my garage. And if you ask anybody, if you ask Emerson, anybody, I'm always like, okay, what I want to do is I want to start cleaning the garage and I want to keep it clean. I don't want to have to clean it all the time. And we can never do that. It always ends up dirty. And honestly, I think a lot of it is just due to the fact that we don't have proper setup in here. We don't have proper storage. We don't have proper workbench. We don't have anything the way it should be in this garage. And you guys know we've lived here for like, how long have we lived here for? 3 months? We've been here for like 3 months. And to tell you the truth, it feels like I'm working in someone else's space. It doesn't feel like I'm working in my own garage. It feels like I don't necessarily belong in this space. If you guys want the tea, when we first moved here, we weren't really welcome. Somehow we got off on the wrong foot with one of our new neighbors. Now, I'm a very nice guy. I'm very friendly. Like if you ask any of the other neighbors, I'm a very friendly person. I'm very courteous because I know what I do is sometimes loud and annoying. Very respectful as a car person. They were mainly just scared I wouldn't be. I was never given a chance. From day one, like the second I showed up, I was the worst person in the world. And that kind of scared me. That didn't necessarily scare me, but that kind of made me feel like nervous, as in like, I don't know how long this is gonna last. Like what if I put all this time into building this garage and I do all this stuff and it ends up just biting me in the ass? Like, oh, I didn't do anything in here. I just left it the way it was. I tried to be as minimal as possible because I didn't want to have to like be that guy that spent so long making this all mine and then tear it all down if it didn't work out, whatever. And over the last little while, I don't really think much has changed, but I've just come to realize that I'm not doing anything wrong. I never have been, I never will be. There's no reason I shouldn't be making this home. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're just gonna start sending it in the garage because that is the main reason why I never have. And I have 2 massive projects coming up that really would require some clean space. So on the plus side right now, this is a massive space, and it's obviously a disaster, but it's a massive space. Literally the only thing we've done in this garage is put up the shop lights. So I put up like 6 of these 5K lights, and then I put these 2 just hanging kind of over here directly above where I knew I wanted to put a workbench one day. These are like workbench lighting, while the rest is just lighting. There's 2 above the garage door there too. I want this to be like the main working bay. So for instance, when the wide body gets here for the Civ, I want to be able to just put a car in here. There's no workbench on this side. There will be no workbench kind of right behind it. There will be nothing here, just banners on the walls. This side, I mean, there's enough room to still work on this car with having a workbench, but kind of like from the center line over, I want like workbenches. I kind of think I'm gonna get rid of that cabinet. I want like toolbox and stuff maybe over here. What we're gonna start by doing is we're gonna rip over to Home Depot. We're gonna pick up a bunch of wood so I can start building benches and stuff. And we're just kind of gonna see where this takes us. It's obviously gonna take us a couple days, but I'm excited to turn this into my own space, and I'm excited for you guys to kind of get a feel for what's going on. Before we go out, can we show them your nails? Come on, hit them with the money. This is the bad hand. Nope, where's the, yeah. Look at this. Oh, look at that nail art. Done by yours truly. Look at that. That's nail art of the year right there. I have 3 main steps. Okay. Step 1, gut the garage.
Yeah, everything out on the driveway.
Everything leaves.
Yeah.
Step 2, build all the benches, whatever we want to do, we build. Step 3, reassemble. Put everything back. It's very simple, it's just gonna take a long time. Home, I kind of felt like an idiot, and I think it's because we looked like idiots. We need to get something that can carry, like we need like a better utility vehicle. We always use Courtney's car, but it's so low, man. You add that much weight and wood in the back, we scrape on everything. We need to get something that's like a little bit more capable of doing these kinds of things. Definitely on my list to do one day. Anyways, we got what I figured would be enough 2x4s when we were in the store, and I was trying to do calculations on what I wanted it to look like. We might have a couple extras. And then we picked up just like a big hardboard, what MDF I think this was. We got 2 at 8 feet long. There's another one outside still, but like this is just like solid, smooth. It's good for like a workbench surface. I'm a little bit upset that we're gonna lose the hardwood because this is kind of gangster, but this is definitely more practical and usable, and I still might try and cover it with hardwood one day because I think it's cool. This is a little sketch I made of what I want it to look like. It's not anything special, literally just a little table frame, and then we're gonna put the piece on top. And it is absolutely not gonna be like the most intense weight capable table ever. It's literally just for me to do projects on top of. And I want to make them modular, so I want to get two. I was going to make just like a big workbench like across the whole back, but what I want to do is make like two different ones. That way if I want to pull one out and kind of like, for instance, when we make the front splitter, I can just like pull one of the tables out, put it right here and work on top of it, and then just like put it back. We're going to have to just start building and see how it comes along, but that's the idea getting into it. A regular table is. This is 3 feet. Literally right where this is right now is 3 feet. Good workbench height? I think so. That's like, this one's like low. This one's like perfect workbench height.
Yeah, I think so.
I literally completely assembled the first table just upside down because I was just building it like, I just put the pieces of wood on top of like the tabletop and just assembled it backwards because I didn't really have a huge vision. I just started kind of winging it. This big board we bought was 8 feet long and the table I want to build is about 6 because if I wanted to go halfway, I need about 13 feet. We looked at one of those workbenches. It has like, obviously it's got metal legs and a nice surface. It would be like, essentially looks like this. Like it's black with the wood surface, but like in a table form. It was like 250 bucks. And for all this wood, and I'm pretty sure we got extras, I paid 75 or 80 bucks. Like I literally paid nothing for all this. Yeah, and there's storage. And if you guys want to fire anything over to the P.O. box to kind of like go with what we're doing, if you guys have anything laying around you think would be cool, like garage decorations or cool just like useful garage stuff. I don't know what I'm asking, but if you guys have any of that shit, feel free to send it to the P.O. box. It's in the description of every video. And I will be able to open it on my nice, sounds stupid, they don't care how tall my table is, but I think it's cool. Now you can get on it.
You sure?
I'm sure. What'd I tell you? Perfectly capable workbench. I was thinking I was gonna reuse this, but after like looking at the benches that we just built and then looking at like the color of this thing, and it's been dying slowly for a long time. I wanted to repurpose it, but I just figured it's not really worth it. It's almost like the more pointless space I have, the more pointless space I'm gonna fill. So everything that was in that shelf, that entire shelf, and literally this is all the shit that was on that shelf. I think this is sick. I ended up just using like a little piece of particle board because what I had lying around here that I could use, so it didn't cost me anything, just put a little foot there. And then I wanna keep it like nice and simple like this, like super organized, all my paints and everything. It's like easy to find, simple to get to, car wash stuff, oil buckets. I made the coolest little hanging shelf. Dude, look at this. I don't know why, I just found these things laying around and I was like, I could make such a dope little suspended shelf, so I suspended it for oil and stuff. We're gonna have to get down to like the final stages in order for me to tell if I kind of want this here or not, but something I gotta do even first is like I have drawers of just shit like this, like just nuts and bolts, and but what they really need is something like this. So we just went back out, I picked up a little organizer for all that stuff, and I picked up some shelving, the wing board and like all the wing mounts over there on the floor. I'll just kind of sit on the floor. Being on the floor is a very stupid place for them because they pile up. If I have a shelf, I can at least stack them nicely on the shelf. I've definitely never seen a shelf with this much downforce. It's just simple things like that. Like instead of just having this shit all over the floor, like it's so simple what we're doing, but it makes such a big difference. One of the last things I want to do is actually put those acoustic panels in. So I ordered a shitload of these. I'll leave a link to them down below. They're literally just from Amazon. I think I ordered like 48. I have loads, and there's some in the garage already. Freaky about these things is literally when you get the package, it's this thick. Like I got 2 packages this big. I swear to God, it showed up at my house like that. And I was like, well, that's great. I got 2 panels. I thought I ordered 2 packages of panels. And they're just like super compressed because this stuff's like super just foamy. And as soon as you tear it open, it just expands to like 100,000 times its original size. I mean, I guess if you've ordered them or you've ordered anything similar before, you kind of know what to expect, but freaked me right out. Anyways, I asked you guys in one of the most recent videos if you think I should put it on just the garage door, like if that would help, because that's when it kind of echoes the worst. But basically everybody's consensus was like, use what you have as, not spread out, but try and get some on every wall everywhere and put them at like head level. So essentially, This is just what I know. If I'm speaking right now at this wall, the sound is bouncing here. It's not really bouncing up there, it's bouncing like here. Probably goes everywhere, but that's its immediate spot. So what I'm gonna try and do, I don't really know how many squares 48 will make, because I don't know how big I wanna make the squares. But I have like some 2-way tape, and I'm just gonna use just like little strips. I'm probably gonna put like a piece on the top, piece on the bottom, and then just stick this to the wall. I don't know, but they're gonna go everywhere that there's kind of nothing. So like, for instance, we'll put one right here, like 1, 2, 3, 4, probably 6 there. And we'll do like some over here, some over here. I think the best starting point for these, and then if there's still echo and stuff, there's other things you can do. I could buy more panels, I could do whatever, but this is a good start. Fun fact, the Amazon special acoustic panels aren't actually like squares. Look at this. They line up at the bottom here, and then when you get to the top, and when you, like this one, you have to like rotate them for them to work, I guess. And literally just putting this one way, this one the other way, they're different lengths. Like you guys will never see it in the videos, and I'm sure no one will ever really notice unless you're like in depth looking at it. But I started putting them up and they're not even actually all the same size, or like, I guess they're just not 12 by 12. They're like 12 by 12 and a half. Boys, I think we are done. I've literally spent the last like 3-4 hours since I put that shelf up there, just cleaning, just getting everything finally put away. Like, so good. I don't know if you guys ever understood on video just how wide and like big this space was. There is no way you can look at this now and somehow we created width. I think just by filling the entire back wall and then not really doing stuff on the sides, you really realize how long it is. Just check out how good this looks. It looks incredibly good. It just looks so much better. It looks so wide and it just looks so clean and like it looks more like my space. That's what I was trying to tell you guys at the beginning. Like it just didn't feel right. If you look at this now, it's like, oh yeah, someone uses this every day. It's super functional. It just looks better. It looks a little bit more professional. Maybe not. I don't know, but I'm hyped on it. It looks so good. I'm still kind of undecided if the toolbox is gonna go here or there, but like, in theory, I'm gonna get more shelving and the shelving is gonna end up sliding down anyways. So like, it's either gonna have to expand this way or that way. No matter what, there will always be a need for more shelving. A little bit of ABS left. That's just something, I wanna build a couple things with that and I'm gonna throw it away. Just a couple parts laying around from Emerson's car. Like all this stuff is getting like sold or gotten rid of or whatever. And then this is just in case I get a VI. You guys in BC know what I'm talking about. But man, like, I don't think I've ever had a garage or like a working space this clean. Damn. A couple things that kind of bugged me. Whoever built this garage was like drunk. Like this is where the studs are, all right? The reason that the shelves look like this, or I don't know what you would call this, but the reason like these beams are not like evenly spaced out is because they're on studs. So there's literally a stud here, nothing. This one right beside it, a whole lot of nothing. And then the next one after this is until like over there. So what I'm gonna do is get like some heavy duty drywall plugs and just put them down in here and then put one more beam there. Obviously to give the corner support. I think it'll be okay. I don't think that I'm gonna put that much weight on it that it needs a lot, but I do want it to at least look a little better. Put a bunch of junk that we're not using, like old parts and stuff in these bins, put the bins up there. And then I put a couple of the foam like squares up. I put like one over here because I figured that I just tried to cover it anywhere that was kind of like an empty wall. So I put one up over here and then I made these ones a little bit bigger. I just kind of put them so that they don't look terrible, that I kind of wanted them to kind of flow. And then I put a couple on the door as well. And that's all the tiles I had. Literally all those tiles got me like 3 little squares here, a little bit bigger ones here, and then one over there. And to tell you the truth, it probably still echoes pretty bad. What I'm thinking I might do is, I don't really need insulation on this door is insulated, but I know you can get the garage door insulation that like will actually help with the echo a lot on the door side. It'll completely eliminate it from the door. And then I'll have more of these panels that I can take off there and kind of just build like a straight thing across this. Maybe buy a couple corner ones, because I think a lot of it's coming from the corners, but like I don't know, I'm not an acoustic kind of guy. But I tried. This is the first step in trying. You just basically just gotta see how it works and kind of keep going from there. Okay, let's get some cars in here and see how it looks. Throw the door down. I want to do like an echo test to see if this works. So when it's down, it's got those three. You can obviously hear me talking right now is more echoey. I can hear it a lot in person. I don't know how bad it is in the video. I'm sure it made a difference to cover more walls with things and to have more things hanging. Even literally just like that shelf, I'm sure helps quite a bit. But I tend to talk loud, and like right now, if I'm talking into a corner, it's probably worse than if I'm talking over here. So I'm not sure how noticeable it is for you guys. I know I can still kind of hear an echo, which kind of sucks, but I did the same thing before we did any of like the panels. I don't know how much they helped. Obviously just from listening that I need more. But like I said, I was just trying to do something to start. So let's see what it sounded like before. We're doing the echo test with one panel because I forgot to do it before I put any, but I don't think that's gonna make any difference. So literally this is just me talking. And then what it sounds like right now. I feel like it still echoes, but it's not as repetitive. Last time you could hear things repeating like 5, 6 times, and now it's like 3. I don't know. I'm sorry to everybody that hates it. I'm really trying. It's really pissing me off. I'm gonna try and get some better materials and keep going with this. Anyways, I think that's gonna be it for today's video. I literally spent the last like 3 days just cleaning and getting everything done, and I am just passing time, like I said, until the body kits and stuff start getting here. But I definitely wanted to have like a really clean workspace for all the body kit stuff and motor stuff. Like I said, I love you guys, and I'm sorry it's taken so long. It honestly like bugs me a lot that we're in this stage. I'm thankful that it gave me the chance to clean my garage, though. It looks hella good. If you guys have any recommendations on what to do as far as the sound, make sure you let me know, like comment them down below. I'm wanting to hear kind of people's suggestions, because I don't want to just spend like, I spent like probably 80 bucks on all these tiles. I don't want to just keep spending money on these tiles and have them do like minimal results. So I'm thinking if I do the whole door with like the insulator and then put the tiles that were on the door somewhere else, maybe that'll help a bit. That's like where my next step is, but I don't know for sure. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I will catch you guys in the next one. Make sure you give this video a big like before you leave it. Peace out and stay committed.